Alright, welcome to another episode of Psoto Desperado Plays Ark Survival Ascended. I just logged in. Went to church earlier this Sunday. So I got a bunch of more eggs. We're still in the breeding bonanza. The bonanza. Remember that old TV show, Bonanza? I saw a few episodes. Man, those guys back then, they were so young. And I like Lauren Green. He's the one that he played the commander of the Galactica. I think it was Apollo. No, not Apollo. I forgot his name. Anyway, I'm just reminiscing. Yeah, I still haven't gotten the mutation for the next level. I'm hoping I get it soon. Come on, man. So this thing is, it's never level. That's what I don't get. Never level. Now this guy wants to look at me. Alright, so I'm just getting the empty eggs or the blank eggs out of there first. Then I'll go ahead and start the rest of the eggs. So let's go ahead and do that. I do have a couple of videos lined up. One I've seen many times. This guy, he doesn't really do anything anymore. His name's House Bread. Tips if you're going to be homeless. It's always good to have these tips that this man has. It's not much, but it's important. So here we go.
Hi there. I made this list a few weeks ago. I just thought I'd make a video for it.
Yeah.
Let's say that your life's gone tits up and you're about to be homeless.
Yeah.
Here's a few things that might make that a little bit easier. The first thing you're going to want to do is get a backpack, a sleeping bag, and a gym membership. The backpack will come in handy. I can promise you. Sleeping bag, even if you're in a car, even if it's, not that cold out, it's going to help. You can use it as a blanket. You can use it as cushioning. A little $5 to $10 sleeping bag will make a huge comfort in your life. Gym membership, solidly the most important thing. Planet Fitness has a $10 a month plan if you have a Planet Fitness in your city. They also have a $21 plan that lets you use any one of their locations. They have a joining fee that's something around $70, $75. That doesn't happen until September, November, somewhere in there. So it doesn't happen usually the day of. That can be very helpful if you need to get in there and get some showers. If you don't have the money to do that, or you don't want to sign into a contract, the YMCA will usually let you shower for $3 to $5. The Flying J's, pilots, truck stops usually have showers for the truckers. They'll let you shower for something around $5 to $10, but you can shower for, as long as you need to. Be in there for an hour if you want, and just have a nice luxurious shower. You paid $10 for it. Or if you're super polite to a trucker, they almost always have extra shower tokens, so they might give you some. A lot of places have free coffee, donuts, muffins. Supplement stores give out protein supplements. Banks, plumbing places, tire shops, all have free coffee usually. If you're really discreet, polite, don't make, and you don't stand out a lot, you can usually walk in there, grab a cup of coffee. They're not going to give a shit. No overnight parking, like Walmart, for instance, really means almost all of the time no parking before 7 p.m. and no parking after 7 a.m. If you're there after dark and you leave before sunup, you're probably okay. Of all of the Walmart parking lots I have slept in, give or take 30 up and down the West Coast, 2 have turned me away, asked me to leave. One of them, the security guy helped me find a new place to sleep, so I didn't even count that. Super nice guy. Gas stations are a huge help. They almost always have a single-use bathroom, so you can go in there, lock the door, clean up. They almost always have a microwave, and they don't give a shit if you're. I've microwaved Hungry Man's, Marie Callender dinners. Put something in there for 6 minutes. As long as you aren't acting sketchy, and they don't have to worry about you stealing their shit, you're good, Be wary of everyone. You're just as likely to be scammed by super polite, nice, helpful people as you are from super sketchy people. There's also not as much camaraderie among homeless people as you would think. It's really, I need to eat tonight, and that's more important than if you need to eat tonight kind of mentality for a lot of people. Not everyone. Don't get me wrong. A lot of homeless people out there have an honor code, but not all of them. So be wary. A fun thing that you will find out is that sometimes you're going to have to ask for money for stuff. Not for food, for stuff. Maybe you need toothpaste. Maybe you need toilet paper. Maybe you need gas for your car, medication, insurance. You probably have a ticket because the cops are hassling you, because you are now being targeted by the cops. That's a thing. So, you're probably going to have to ask for money at some point. If you go stand on a corner, that corner may be someone's corner. And if they ask you to leave, just leave. There's no reason to get in a fight with someone over a corner. There's a better spot. I guarantee it, within a block of wherever you're standing. Just leave. Join all the coupon clubs you fucking can. All of them. Everything that offers a buy one, get one free. Everything that offers a free meal after so many. Just keep joining those. Getting those coupons. Use those coupons. If you need to park somewhere and you've been, let's say, kicked out of a Walmart parking lot, and you can't park at Winco because they're actually really on top of that shit, and there's no safe way around, and you need to park somewhere, the jail parking lot, you can usually park there for a night because people are just parking there all the time anyway. Hotels, motels, if it's just for the one night and you're, discreet about it, you're good. If you park in a neighborhood, you want to park in a neighborhood that is not super crowded, or completely empty. You need to find kind of a medium neighborhood, because if it's super empty, you'll stand out. And if it's super crowded, there is probably a person whose like house you're in front of, and they're going to come home or some shit, and you know, you're going to have to move. There's going to be stuff. Just find a place where you can park and you're good. No one's going to know you were even there. Libraries usually require a physical address if you want to join them, but they'll give you a free hour of internet time or something as a guest pass. You can use that sometimes multiple times a day if you know, aren't offensive verbally or how you smell and shit. If you smell like a butt, they're going to probably not want to give you a second pass, is my point. A lot of libraries have Wi-Fi. Some do free food, bagels, cookies, coffee, stuff like that. Baby wipes and spot bathing are amazing. Hygiene is now tricky, you know. You don't just get up and take a shower and fully wash your body. But just having a pocket pack of baby wipes, honestly, if I was gonna actually kind of want to do this myself, a pocket pack of baby wipes, a tiny pack of toothpaste, and like a pocket toothbrush, and just using those in, just having them in your pocket so that you can use them when you hit a bathroom.
Come on. It's okay, baby. Come on, baby.
Because you really want to just spot bathe as often as possible, you know, especially if it's hot and you're all sweaty and stuff. Hitting the pits and the crotch and the butt, it helps immensely. And if you have that stuff on hand and you don't have to actually make a special trip to a bathroom to wash, it's just so much more convenient, you know. Maybe you were getting McDonald's and you went to use the bathroom. You know what? I'm gonna clean up real quick. And, you know, it's a lot easier to remember that. I don't know how to explain it. If you're homeless, you probably have stuff that you're dealing with, you know, and like making that special trip to the bathroom just to wash your pits with a baby wipe, you might not have the emotional wherewithal to do that at any given time. But pulling something out of your pocket and washing yourself, you probably have the emotional wherewithal to do that. That's all I'm saying. You gotta keep your sense of humor, and you gotta try and have fun as much as possible. I play with stuff at Walmart every time I go in there. I just try to have a great time. Put my headphones in, listen to some music, dance around a little bit, balance a lot of shit on my fingers because I like balancing stuff. Or contact juggling with the basketballs. So far they haven't asked me to leave, so that's cool. That stuff is super important because you're going to have a lot of negativity on occasion. You know, life is already kind of sucky, and people will not make that easier very often. In fact, a lot of people will go out of their way to make sure that your sucky day somehow gets a little bit suckier. Do your best to forgive and move on, because, you know, aside from maybe you were a shitty person in your past and you were rude to someone on a day that, you know, they needed someone to be kind to them, who knows? Aside from that, it kind of just gives them what they want. If you get upset, if you lose your happiness because they were shitty to you, they win, you know? So when people throw Slurpees at you or call you garbage, just smile and try to forget about it. Put some music in, dance around a little bit, have a good day, in spite of them. Don't joyride. Joyrides are now a trap. Your gas is your food. You know, that joyride driving around just for the sake of it is like 3 hamburgers that you could have eaten instead. So make sure that if you are driving, that you're driving somewhere that you know, for a reason. Get a bus pass, take the bus, walk around. But, you know, gas is fucking expensive. If you have a phone, take every advantage of it. You know, Netflix is $7. You can download stuff when you're at Wi-Fi and watch it on your phone at night when you're trying to fall asleep. It's pretty awesome. Free phone games, books, use the internet, get on social media sites. You're not going to have, you know, an overwhelming amount of social interaction that is positive in your real life. So get online, you know, make some friends, get some fake internet points or some shit. It passes the time, it helps you feel like you're part of society again. Anyway. I'm firmly on the opinion that if you are homeless, that you should eat for your poop. Like tacos, hot wings, those are great, and they give you diarrhea. And toilets are no longer right there. There's now steps that you have to go through when you want to use them. So let's make a hypothetical situation that totally didn't happen to me. Let's say you wake up at 7 a.m. and you had some Taco Bell last night, and your stomach is really upset about that. So you go to McDonald's, but they only have the male and female single-use bathrooms. Both are occupied. Now there's a Walmart down the street. The Walmart's maybe 2 minutes away, and that 2 minutes is in poop time shorter than the I have no fucking clue when these people are going to be done time that you have to deal with right now. So you go to Walmart. The front bathrooms are being cleaned. You're in physical pain because you're about to shit yourself in Walmart. So you're hobbling, just straight beelining to the back bathroom. And finally, that one's good. And you are okay, and you didn't shit your pants in Walmart. Hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
So if you are parking somewhere to go to bed at night, make sure you're parking somewhere, or wherever you're falling asleep, like within 100 feet of a toilet. Really, really helpful. Denny's, 24-hour toilet. Just keep that in mind, you know. Some McDonald's, Jack in the Box, a lot of places are 24-hour. And they're wonderful. Thank you. Keep an empty Gatorade bottle around. Like even, you know, guy or girl. I think for girls there's probably some more steps involved there. I don't know how the logistics works, but I think Gatorade bottles are pretty wide. Anyway, when you wake up in the middle of the night and you have to pee and you have like layers of stuff on you and you're wrapped up in a sleeping bag, it's probably going to be a little difficult to do that. But like having an empty Gatorade bottle right there that you can put down in your sleeping bag, or just however that situation has come about, you will thank me. Trust me, that Gatorade bottle. Start a diary. Like, a lot of your days are going to kind of blend together, since you don't have as many set routines. You know, wake up, brush your teeth, take a shower, go to work, come home, do whatever shit you did in your personal life. Since you don't have that kind of set routine anymore, a lot of your days will blend together. And just having a diary where you talk about stuff that happened to you, how you're feeling, just anything, helps keep some kind of continuity, and you don't go quite as crazy. You know, probably cry. Just let yourself cry. It's totally okay. If you're gonna be homeless, if you think you're gonna be homeless, if you're homeless right now, it's some scary shit, and it's pretty sucky, but it's not, you know, horrible. It's not the worst fucking thing. It's just a lot of discomfort and
like 5 times the
learning about how the world actually works that you're kind of shocked about. Oh my god, people are fucking horrible. So aside from that, it's really not that bad. You know, you have a lot of free time. You do whatever you want. You want to read a book. It's great. It's not as bad as it seems. It's just super uncomfortable. If you're outside, that sucks. I'm in a car. That's not as bad. Outside, fuck that. It was like 0 degrees the other day. There's 2 subreddits for people who live in cars: van dwellers and urban car living. I will put those in the description. I will also put links to the original post of this. There was other stuff that I didn't list. There's no way I could have put all of it in here. But
I don't think there's anything left. Let me double check.
Yeah, that was most of it. It's not that bad. It's pretty shit, don't get me wrong, but it's not that bad, and you'll totally get through it. But like, some days, people are dicks. I don't know what it is. It's like, all social obligation just disappears. Oh, this guy is homeless? I can be a complete fucking asshole to him. I don't know what that's about, but that's definitely how people act. So yeah, it helps you get a thicker skin, so that's a thing.
Huh. Yeah, those are some basic tips that I think is pretty much universal when you first go out there, to help you be prepared a little bit. It's very important. Like when I was out there for a week, I had a $1,000 Jackery. So I had power. I had 3 USB fans. I had all the basics. I had trash bags. I had, I had 2 of those igloos. I have one that would dispense water that I could put ice in if I had to. Okay, and I had another one that I could put food in and ice to keep stuff cold, like cold drinks. So I had stuff to work with. And the way they do it is you have to ask permission to go anywhere. Like if I wanted to go to Walmart because I had that ankle bracelet, I had to ask permission to go a day ahead. Well, that was fine because you can go get gas at any gas station anytime you want. And guess what's at a gas station? Ice, food, drinks. You know, I spent a lot of the money I had saved up just surviving out there for that week. But it's money well spent because I survived. Late at night, it was kind of hot, even when I was in my underwear, because there wasn't enough air coming in to circulate the air. I had problems. But, you know, I got over that stuff. You know, since then, I've found ways to to overcome that situation. So it's important that you do that as well. Anyway, some good tips. What's this?
Worst enemy.
It's the Dungeon Master, Realist Being 99. Worst enemies disguised as friends and family.
Worst enemies disguised as friends and family.
Amen.
If there's one thing I've learned out of the many things I've learned throughout my experiences in life, it's that your biggest threats and the biggest enemies in your life will be your friends and family. These are the people that will be trying to hold you back or peer pressure you or guilt trip you or manipulate you or gaslight you. These people are more willing to do it to you than strangers are. And strangers, for the most part, I've noticed, don't really care about you, which is good. But your friends and family are always trying to, get to you and just ruin you and bring you down. And I'm glad that me and my friends are not like this. And I've actually chosen people that are not fucking dumb, worthless bitches. So, let me tell you guys this. In my entire life, I've stopped being friends with at least, I say 25 people. At least 25, which is a lot, man. Like, right now I don't have many friends, but
Shit.
I'm just glad that the friends I do have are really good.
My last friend doesn't even call me anymore because I don't have any money to go out with.
They're not dumb and they're not going
He doesn't even bother
to bring
with
me
me
down
anymore.
or make me feel bad. That's very important, guys.
My friend.
In this world where people are tricking you and deceiving you, we need to remember that it's the people closest to us most of the time that are trying to do this. And I feel like it's done, like the world was made like this intentionally, because we are trying to lash out at the wrong people when we should be doing it to the people who actually deserve it. And we tend to think that strangers and just people we don't know much would be more likely to do harm to us, but it's not like that, man. It's already been proven that a lot of kills and murders that happen around the world, when that person gets killed, the person that kills them is someone that knows them. And that's just how it is, guys. There's so much drama and chaos and random bullshit that will come up in relationships, in friendships, in families, with relatives, with parents, with siblings, with uncles, aunts, grandparents, your cousins. It doesn't matter who it is, man. Everybody in this world is going to have problems. That's just the way the world is. And for some reason, people are always feeling guilty to, they don't like to look at their family or the people they're around that know them in a bad way, but we should be doing that because it humbles us and it humbles them also, because they realize that they're nothing. And then also it makes it so that you as a person, you can realize that you're above this bullshit and you don't need to be dealing with their fucking nonsense. Fuck that crap. Fuck that doo-doo. Fuck that poop. Fuck that feces. That fecal matter. You don't need to be dealing with that shit, bro. Fuck that. Anytime you realize, if you mature enough at a certain point in life, this happens at a different age for everybody, but when you mature to a certain age where you're able to see through people's bullshit, especially the people around you, you start to realize that you don't really need anybody in your life, and you'll be fine on your own. You can think for yourself. You can act on your own. You don't need people telling you what to do. You don't need people, pretending to care about you when they don't. You don't need any of this bullshit, man. Fuck all that, and fuck all these fake people around us who pretend like they care about us. And even if they do care about you, they'll be putting you down and ruining your life and not caring at all, bro. Like, come on, man, that's fucking stupid. This is why I'm much more calm and chill with strangers, because I don't know them at all and they've done nothing to me. So, if something happens with them, I don't really give a fuck. But with friends and family, it's different, man. If they trick you and deceive you, it makes you just rise from the dead, and it helps you just wake up from your sleep that you've been in for your entire life. and you realize that the people around you are not as good as you thought they were. This happened to me at a very young age, and for other people it happens way earlier than it did to me. But the point is, it happens to all of us at different ages. Unfortunately, for some people it happens at a really late stage in life, and they just live a good portion of their lives, into their 20s, into their 30s, just, sucking up to their parents, sucking up to their family and their friends, and just worshiping them and pretending like they're these holy beings that can't do any wrong. Like, come on, man. What the fuck has this world come to, man? People are just sucking up to each other and eating each other's assholes, and just, like, people don't stop. Basically, people don't stop giving their energy to things that don't deserve it. You see people just pretending to love and care about the people around them when really they don't. They're just forced to, because life sucks and my balls are too big for this world. This world has never seen balls as big as mine. You need to remember that, motherfucker. And I'm here to call out all the false bullshit in life, man. You have to remember, everything you've been told in life and everything you've been taught is a lie for the most part. Basically, you have to do the opposite of what you're told. People say, oh, family first, friends first, all this bullshit, bro. Oh, nobody matters but your family or friends, bro. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck family or friends, bro. Get that shit out of the way and move on with your life, man. You need to only choose a very select few people who are worthy in your life. I mean, if you can have fucking, a dozen relatives and a dozen friends in your life, then good for you, man. That's great.
Where's the drop?
Unfortunately, most people can't have that, because it's very hard to find even a few good friends in life who are actually loyal and good to you, and they don't suck up to you for no reason, but they stick by your side, and they don't put you down and pressure you or put you under stress or bully you and gaslight you or abuse you mentally and physically. Like, come on, man. You don't need to be doing that shit, man. What we need to realize is you can dump anybody in your life and get away with it, bro. It doesn't matter, bro. If these people are bothering you, fuck that, bro. Get rid of them and move on with your life. Life is too short to spend worrying about other people and what they're going to do to you, or just worrying about other people in general. I mean, if you're in a situation where you have to deal with certain people and you have no choice, all you can do is just block out anything they say and just ignore everything they say and do. And that's what I try doing, and it works. When I'm around people I don't like, and whether it's, for the most part, I mean, it's not going to be around my friends, because my friends are cool for the most part, but when I'm around family that I don't like, I just try to block out everything they say and do, and I realize that, I just remind myself that I'm above all this bullshit, and I'm above all their evil tactics and their terrible mindsets and just shitty personalities and all that. I'm above all that, and I don't need to be worrying about any of it, because none of it is meant for me, and I'm above all that, and I have greater things coming towards me in the future. I don't need to be worrying about all this petty crap that's so beneath me. I don't need to be worrying about any of it. It's not worth it. And you guys need to apply this to your lives too. Don't take seriously any of your family and friends. The older you get, the more aware you should become of these things around you and the people around you. The older I've gotten, the better I've been getting at reading people and understanding people and getting a sense of who they really are. And it makes me realize that for the most part, I don't really need anybody in my life, because for the most part, nothing anybody says makes any sense at all nowadays, and everybody's opinions and beliefs just, don't make any sense at all, and there's no logic behind them at all. So who cares, bro? Don't listen to anybody nowadays. You don't even need to listen to me if you don't want to, man. I'm not a dictator, and I'm not some, emperor. I'm not some evil person like that. You don't need to listen to anything I say. But I want everybody to realize that they should not feel pressured or forced into loving anybody in this world. Anybody, whether it's their family or their friends. You don't need to love anybody in this world. Nobody can make you love somebody without your consent. Nobody can force you to love somebody else or care about someone else. So don't worry about anybody's peer pressuring or any of that garbage that they try to put on you. Don't worry about it. You're above all them, and remember, your friends and family are not as holy or as great or special or wonderful as you think they are. I realize that. Everyone around me has realized it too for the most part. My friends have all realized it. And I'm very happy about that. My friends are smart people and they realize that they don't need to be worrying about what's going on with their bullshit in their lives that they don't want to deal with. They just block it out and they ignore it. And that's what we do, because we know that this life is already pathetic and stupid as it is, and we don't need to be making it any worse than it already is. This life is already a failed abortion, and mass extinction will be, unfortunately, a very peaceful experience, because I don't know what else we can do to solve our problems, but hopefully we are awakened to these curses and these harsh realities of life. And hopefully we're all aware that what we are taught in life is the complete opposite of what is actually true. So don't believe people when they say, "Oh, love your family first. Nothing matters above family." Yeah. You know, don't believe any of this bullshit, bro. That's all false, made up propaganda just to gaslight you and pressure you into being and doing something you don't want to be or do. Forget society's rules. Fuck what society tells you to do.
In my experience.
Fuck everything, man. Don't worry about anything anyone says. You focus on yourself and take care of yourself, and always remember that you are more capable on your own than you think you are. You are actually much more capable when you are independent than you realize. You don't need to be scared of, doing things alone in life, whether, you're going out somewhere or you're going on vacation by yourself, or you're going to an amusement park or a theme park on your own, or let's say you want to move out and live on your own. You don't ever need to be afraid of any of that. You're going to be okay, and you're going to be better off than you think. And there's going to be a lot of positives with you being alone and having time to yourself and not having to worry about anybody in your life. Whether it's, having roommates or living with family members or living with friends. Forget all that, man. Forget it. Only live with them if you want to, and remember that if you choose to not do it, then you are improving and you are elevating, and you don't need to be worrying about other people.
Oh. I don't want that saddle breaking in the middle of combat, because it kicks you off and you're on your own. Well, that's realist being. To me, that's just life. Friends and family are the first ones that fuck you over, in my opinion. First ones. Thank you, Dungeon Master. Now, this lady, Dodash, get ready. You're about to make a lot of money.
So...
She's gotten success so far. She's gotten a lot of money, thousands of dollars, in a very short amount of time. I hope she saves that money and spends it wisely.
I'm walking. I know, I look crazy. But I want to share something with y'all that I should have shared a long time ago. Had I shared this a long time ago, like I got the release to do, I feel like y'all would look back on this video and the past videos that I've been making, and you would be like, oh my God. You know, I mean, I don't know everything, but I do know God does tell us and show us things. And I don't want to feel like it was just for me, because we all have 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes. So nothing's just for one person, right? But God put something on my heart. I want to say this was about, maybe about 8 months ago, right? And this is what I heard. Money will be so easy to make that people who never had money will have money. And I want to tell you exactly like I heard it. Money will be so easy to achieve. Everybody, I heard this, everybody will have money. People who found it hard to have money, who never really had money, who struggled to have money will have money. Money will be so easy to get. It will be so easy. Like, everybody will be walking around with a lot of money. That's what I heard. So, I also heard today, just now, okay, so I am walking in that energy of having more money than I've ever had, right?
So much lag.
More money than I have ever experienced in my entire life. And now I feel like I am storing it. I'm storing it in such a way where in the past, if I had this kind of money, what have I would done? I don't think I would have still had any of it left, you know, or I would have used it on things that weren't good. So I say, okay, God, was that message for me? No, that message was not just for me, but I carried it. I was the messenger of everybody will have money. Money will be easy to be had. It won't be hard. And so I'm like, okay, God, so now I'm in that position. So what do I tell people? Like, and then God told me this: money will be easy to receive, but there will be some people who will still not believe it when they see it. And they will still operate in the lack mindset, the negative mindset, the mindset of they're not worthy, or they'll operate in a mindset of let me tear down the person with the money, and they will not even realize that the door is open for you too. Or they'll tap into it, but it won't be the way I would tap into it. You know, they'll tap into it other ways and get it other ways, but they'll still get it, right? So to anyone who is using my name to grow and all of that, that is probably one of the ways that you're going to get a lot of money, by using my name, my DoDash. But I hope that you wouldn't go the route of talking negative, because that's not peace. Like, I don't have peace in my soul sharing negative things. But if that's all you know, then that's your way. But one thing I want to tell you also, gosh, I want to say it in the nicest way possible. I'm going to say it how I hear it. Don't come from me. Okay? I love you. I love everybody. But I'm crazy. Okay? I love you. But I just want everybody to win. That's it. That's all I'm trying to say. I want everybody to win. I want everybody to be successful. And God showed me that it is going to happen. People who had a hard time making money are going to have a lot of money. And they're going to make a lot of money. And it's going to blow your mind. So fall in line with whatever this is, this energy going on right now. And set yourself up so that you can make more money than you've ever experienced in your entire life, because it is happening right now. If it's happening for me, me? Really? The person who got bullied? The person who grew up with rags? Really? If it's happening for me, I know it's going to happen for you. And it's going to be so easy if you would just put yourself out there, let go of your fears, and just do it. You know? Okay? All right, y'all. I'm about to finish my walk and enjoy my Sunday. I love y'all. Bye.
So, one thing you learn in the church is that every once in a while somebody gets a prophetic vision. And what she could be calling money, they could be calling, universal basic income, UBI. It just depends on the situation. UBI is something they offer in Europe and various other places from what I remember. And it isn't necessary, but that's one of the reasons why the system is going to pot. In order for them to introduce something new like UBI, universal basic income, they would have to do quite a few changes to the economy. And letting this old economy fail is one of them. Letting all this drop. There was a baser just the other day right here. And now it's gone. That's weird. So sure I saw a base right here. Well, it probably got wiped or something, or maybe they decided to leave. You can pick up your base and leave. Anyway, the sister sounds like she's got the prophecy going. Yeah, the UBI, Universal Basic Income, is the only way I can think of that. It's basically putting everybody on the dole. Everybody on, like, food stamps. Everybody gets food stamps. Everybody gets the minimum to survive. And if you want more than that, you have to get a career or a job or a profession or something. That's the idea anyway. That way you don't have to worry about starving to death. But there are people that are really smart. They will save their stamps. Or they'll just, you know what I mean? They'll find a way to sell their food stamps or UBI to get something else. Because, you know, they're smart. They know what they're doing. All right. Well, at least I got an improved Carno saddle. Not this round. Oh, I got one of those. Let's see. That's 228. That's not as good as the one I already have. One I have is heat resist 401, heat resist 326. That's a Dire Bear saddle's nice. Somebody's on the wire. Lag. I think we're pretty much done here. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. I'm not feeling too well today. I'm just glad I made it to church and back. For a moment there, I was feeling pretty bad, but the Lord provided. And, you know, He took away a lot of the pain when I was over there. You know, it's good to be in the Holy Spirit because you do feel refreshed and sanctified. But on the way home driving, I hadn't eaten for a while because, you know, I have a certain diet I'm trying to maintain. I could only have so much at a certain time to make it with my diabetes. And, you know, I thought things were going to go bad there for a moment. But thank God I made it back. I got something to eat. I laid down for a while. I feel better, but I also don't feel like 100%. But it's Sunday, you know, it's the weekend. I should just chill. So, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself and hope you learned something. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.